Have you ever wondered why negative emotions are such a problem? From an early age, the human mind learns to divide experiences into opposing categories. We separate the positive from the negative, the acceptable from the unacceptable, the things that should be from the things that shouldn't be. This habit is a natural mechanism that helps us survive. But the problem begins when we turn it inwards and divide our inner world into opposites. This is an important fact that changes the entire course of your life. Once the inner division is established, the mind starts to identify with certain emotions and rejects all the others. So the battle between the mind and the heart starts, and with this duality, the pursuit of positive sensations and the avoidance of the negative becomes our way of living. In this division between good and bad emotions, you alienate yourself from certain natural inner states, and a lot of the problems in life have their roots in this fragmentation. Most human beings hold the belief that certain emotions are problems to be fixed, that feeling sadness, fear, anger, or heaviness means that something is wrong inside you, and that you should control, escape, or push away all uncomfortable sensations. But what if those emotions are not what causes pain and suffering? An emotion, in its raw form, is not positive or negative. It is simply a movement of energy, a pattern of sensation unfolding in the body, a temporary state that comes and goes. What actually exists are pleasant and unpleasant sensations. But the moment an emotion is judged as unacceptable, the mind rejects it and resists feeling it directly. Then it treats the emotion as an intruder that must be eliminated and raises its defenses against it. If you don't notice this subtle distinction between the raw emotion and the resistance to feeling it, then the emotion appears to be the problem. So let's take a closer look at what is happening. Before you label the emotion as negative, before the judgment, before the resistance, it shows up as a cluster of sensations. There is pressure in the chest, tension in the head and throat, a hollow feeling in the stomach, a subtle vibration moving through the body. These sensations arrive without announcing themselves as good or bad. They simply appear. The judgment that you made about what you should or shouldn't feel arrives afterwards, almost automatically. With that judgment comes self-rejection, and with self-rejection, suffering is born. Here is the process that ignites emotional suffering. What turns a sensation into pain is the belief that you shouldn't be feeling that way. The mind says, I shouldn't feel sad, angry, fearful, guilty, ashamed. That resistance turns the mind into a storm of chaos that feeds the sensations in the body. On one hand, the mind tells you that you should fight the sensation, but the very fighting gives more energy to the emotion. Thoughts appear with complex stories of being the victim of a situation. The mind immediately judges other people and circumstances as the cause of the feeling. The sensations get amplified with constant feedback loops. And in all that reaction, the raw emotion is overlooked. You might wonder, if that's the case, why the temptation to fight emotions is so strong. The belief that you must eliminate negative emotions is sneaky. It says that all uncomfortable sensations are dangerous, that unpleasant emotions must be resisted or controlled, that allowing them to be there will destroy you or define who you are. In any case, you feel the threat that you can lose control of yourself. This is the most important thing that you must understand. Suffering doesn't come from the emotion itself, but from the resistance to feel it completely. Resistance feeds the emotion until it becomes overwhelming. An emotional state naturally moves through your body, but when you try to control it and eliminate it, the body tightens around the sensations and tries to encapsulate its energy. In that moment, the energy of the emotion gets buried in the body and causes chronic discomfort. The good news is that just as the mind feeds suffering, it can also stop doing so and reverse its effect. The only question is how to do it. If you observe your inner states carefully, you will notice that every emotion has a particular flavor and texture. Fear has a sharp alertness. Sadness has a slow gravity. Anger carries heat and pressure. Shame has a specific weight and contraction. These are not random disturbances. They are precise signals across the body. So what happens when you stop fighting the sensations and start feeling them directly? The body already knows how to process emotional energy. It has always known. Here is the correct way to deal with an emotional state. First, focus on whatever emotion you are feeling right now, or bring to mind an emotion of your choice. It could be worry, anger, sadness, fear, guilt, or shame. Any sensation you normally prefer not to feel. Now bring your attention to the sensation as it appears in the body. Notice the area where it is felt most clearly. It could be in your head, neck, chest, abdomen, limbs. Don't get lost in your thoughts. Stay with the raw sensation and observe the particular qualities of this emotion. Instead of analyzing the emotion, bring your attention directly to where it lives in the body. Let awareness be there gently, without urgency. As you stay present in the sensations, invite the surrounding muscles to relax. Notice how the body responds when it no longer feels pushed. There is no need to force release. There is no need to chase relief. Simply remain with the sensation as it is while you stop fighting against it. And here's the quiet surprise. The moment resistance drops, something begins to change on its own. In this meeting, the energy begins to move. Pressure turns into warmth. Contraction becomes vibration. The emotion completes itself, like a wave in the ocean completes its motion when it reaches the shore. You become free from the emotional pain only when you stop interfering. As you can see, this is not about effort or control. Stay for a few moments longer than you think you should. Let the nervous system learn that nothing bad is happening if you stay with an emotion. Let the body feel that it is safe to experience any sensation that is already present. Learn that safety is not about controlling emotions, but about allowing them to be here and now. Peace does not arrive as a dramatic shift. It arrives as a quiet easing, a sense of space where tension used to live. A recognition that what you feared was never the emotion itself, but the story your mind creates about it. This belief that you should eliminate uncomfortable emotions hides beneath good intentions. You want peace, you want stability, you want to feel safe within yourself. But real peace doesn't mean that you must avoid feeling unpleasant emotions. It means that those sensations don't possess you, that you don't react compulsively, and you don't lose your clarity when they arise. There is a big difference. Peace allows anything to be there without rejection. It's the complete acceptance of reality as it is. It's unconditional and independent of both outer and inner conditions. Living in peace means being inclusive of the full spectrum of emotions so that they have their place in your heart. If you like this content, don't forget to leave a like and follow my channel. Until the next video.